Let's be real, it feels like the world is trying to break you. That feeling when wave after wave of pressure, disappointment, and just plain exhaustion hits, and you're not sure how much more you can take. We've all been there, staring at the ceiling at 3 a.m., wondering how we're going to get through this. But what if those moments, the ones that feel designed to shatter you, are actually opportunities? What if they are the very fire needed to forge an unbreakable inner strength? Resilience isn't some magic trait you're either born with or you're not. And it's definitely not about bottling things up and pretending you're fine until you explode. It's the opposite. Resilience is a skill, and like any skill, it can be learned, practiced, and strengthened. It's the emotional and psychological muscle that lets you face adversity, bend without breaking, and bounce back. Not just to where you were, but stronger and wiser. It's a skill you can build, a system you can create, and a strength you can grow. In this video, we're not just going to talk about bouncing back, we're going to learn how to bounce forward. We're moving past survival mode and into the territory of thriving, even when life is throwing its best shots at you. I'm going to give you 5 raw, actionable strategies that will become the pillars of your personal resilience. These aren't just theories, they're battle-tested tactics you can start using today to change how you face challenges tomorrow. By the end of this, you won't just understand resilience, you'll have a toolkit to start building it. So, if you're ready to stop feeling like you're at the mercy of life's storms and start learning how to navigate them with guts and confidence, you're in the right place. The first and most fundamental step is to reframe your perspective. Your reality isn't shaped by what happens to you, but by the story you tell yourself about what happens to you. When you hit a setback, a project bombs, a conversation goes south, an obstacle appears out of nowhere, the gut reaction for most of us is to see it as a personal failure or a dead end. That's a fixed mindset. A resilient mindset, a growth mindset, flips the script. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you ask, "What can I learn from this?" That simple switch is a game changer. It turns you from a passive victim into an active student of life. It reframes challenges from walls you can't climb into hurdles you're meant to overcome. Research consistently shows that people who believe they can grow from challenges are the ones who build resilience. This isn't about toxic positivity or ignoring the fact that a situation sucks. The pain is real. The frustration is valid. Acknowledge it. But don't let it define the story. Once you've felt the feeling, you have to consciously choose your next thought. You can choose to see the challenge as a chance to grow. Think of it like a video game. You face a tough boss and you get wiped out. You don't quit the game and decide you're a terrible gamer. You study the patterns. You learn the weak spots. You adapt your strategy. And when you finally win, you've leveled up. Life's setbacks are your boss battles. They're your opportunity to level up your skills, your wisdom, and your grit. Here's your first move. I want you to actually write this down. The next time you face a frustrating setback, find a quiet moment, take a breath, and write down the answer to this question. What is this situation teaching me? Maybe it's patience, a new skill, or the fact that you need to ask for help. By forcing yourself to find the lesson, you take back control of the narrative. You stop being the person things happen to and become the person who grows no matter what. When we feel overwhelmed, it's usually because we're trying to carry the weight of things we can't possibly control. We worry about what other people think. We stress about the economy. We beat ourselves up over past mistakes. That's like trying to steer a ship by yelling at the ocean. It's exhausting and it's pointless. The second pillar of resilience is a strategy taught by everyone from ancient Stoic philosophers to modern therapists. Focus your energy only on what you can control. Picture a circle. Inside that circle, write down everything within your direct influence. Your actions, your responses, your effort, your attitude. Outside that circle is everything else. The outcome, other people's opinions, the past, the future. Real resilience comes from pouring 100% of your energy into the things inside that circle and learning to accept the things outside of it. This practice, the dichotomy of control, is one of the most powerful stress reduction tools on the planet. It doesn't mean you don't care about the outcome. It means you know your power is in the process. When a massive, overwhelming problem shows up, resilient people don't freeze. They break it down into the smallest possible action they can take right now. Facing a huge project at work? You can't control the deadline, but you can control how you structure the next 60 minutes. You can break it into a list of tiny tasks and focus only on the very first one. That small win builds self-efficacy, the belief in your own ability to get things done. And that belief is the bedrock of a resilient mind. So here's your next move. The next time you feel that wave of overwhelm, perform a mental triage. Ask yourself, what, in this exact moment, is within my control? A lot of times, the only thing you can control is your breath, so start there. Take one deep breath, then ask, what is one tiny action I can take? Focus on that, do it, then ask what's next. That is how you move through chaos, not by trying to part the sea, but by taking one controlled, deliberate step at a time. We're in the thick of it now. If these ideas are hitting home, if you're feeling a little more armed for the fight, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It's a small click for you, but it tells the algorithm this video is valuable and helps push it out to more people who might need to hear this today. Thanks for that. It really makes a difference. Now let's get to our third strategy. There's a dangerous myth that resilience means being a lone wolf. That being tough is about facing your problems by yourself so you don't burden anyone. That couldn't be more wrong. One of the single biggest predictors of a person's ability to get through hardship is the strength of their support system. We are not designed to go it alone. We're a tribal species. Resilience is a team sport. Building and leaning on strong social connections is a massive buffer against stress. Sharing the emotional load makes it lighter. An outside perspective can show you a solution you were blind to. And sometimes, just having someone listen and say, "I'm here for you," is the most powerful resilience booster there is. Major long-term studies, like the 85-year Harvard study of adult development, have shown that strong relationships are more critical to our long-term health and happiness than money, fame, or even genetics. People with strong social support don't just have better mental health. They live longer, happier lives. Seeking help isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength and resourcefulness. It means you're smart enough to tap into your community to recharge. Your support system is your crew, family, friends, a mentor, a therapist. The key is that these are relationships built on trust. And remember, this goes both ways. Supporting others builds your own resilience too. It gives you purpose and reminds you that you have value, even when you're struggling. So here's your next mission. Don't wait for a crisis to see who's on your team. This week, I want you to reach out to one person in your support system. Not because you need something. Just call or text to check in. Ask how they're doing. Reinforce that connection now, in the calm. That's what makes the bridge strong enough to hold you when the storm hits. If your mind is the command center, your body is the engine that powers the whole operation. You cannot be mentally tough if you are physically running on fumes. We treat self-care like a luxury, something to do if there's time left over. That's a huge mistake. Radical self-care isn't an indulgence, it's a discipline. It's a non-negotiable for anyone serious about building endurance for life. Think of yourself as a professional athlete. An athlete would never neglect sleep, nutrition, or conditioning before a big game. Their performance depends on it. Well, life is your big game, and you need to treat your body with that same respect. When you're stressed, your body is flooded with cortisol and adrenaline, useful in a sprint, but toxic over the long run. They lead to burnout, anxiety, and a trashed immune system. The most effective way to fight back is through consistent self-care. It comes down to three things. 1. Move your body. Exercise is one of the most potent anti-stress tools available. Even a 10-minute walk gets the endorphins flowing. It helps your body process stress hormones so you can think clearly under pressure. 2. Fuel your system. Garbage in, garbage out. A diet high in junk food and sugar leads to energy crashes and anxiety spikes. Nourishing food gives your brain the stable energy it needs to handle challenges. And hydrate. Even mild dehydration kills your focus and emotional control. 3. Prioritize rest. Sleep is when you repair. Without it, your problem-solving skills, emotional regulation, and resilience go down the drain. Having a consistent sleep schedule isn't lazy. It's a core strategy for keeping your mind sharp. Your actionable step for this is a simple audit. Tonight, ask yourself honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, how am I doing with movement, nutrition, and sleep? Find the weakest link, and then pick one small change you can make this week. Don't try to fix everything at once. A 15-minute walk at lunch, swapping one soda for water, turning off screens 30 minutes before bed. Small, consistent habits build a foundation of rock-solid energy. This final pillar is the one that ties it all together. After you've reframed the narrative, focused on your control, leaned on your crew, and fueled your body, you will still screw up. You will still fail. In those moments, the voice inside your head will determine whether you get back up or stay down. You cannot be resilient without self-compassion. Most of us have a brutal inner critic. When we fail, it goes on the attack. We say things to ourselves we would never say to a friend. We call ourselves idiots, losers, failures. That's not motivation. That's self-sabotage. It drains your energy and makes it 10 times harder to try again. Self-compassion is treating yourself with the same support you'd give a good friend. It's about recognizing that messing up is part of being human. When you fail, the self-compassionate response isn't, "I'm a failure." It's, "This is hard. It's okay to be disappointed. Now, what do I need to do to support myself and get back in the fight?" Being kind to yourself isn't soft. It's a core component of mental toughness. It gives you the emotional stability to take risks and learn from your mistakes without letting them break you. It's what allows you to grow. So here's your final and most important action step. The next time you make a mistake, I want you to pause. Notice that inner critic. Then consciously ask yourself, what would I say to my best friend right now? You'd be encouraging. You'd be empathetic. You'd remind them of their strengths. Now say that to yourself, out loud if you have to. This practice, repeated over time, will rewire your inner dialogue from one of criticism to one of courage. So let's recap the arsenal we just built. These are the 5 pillars to build real-world resilience. First, you. Reframe your perspective, turning roadblocks into opportunities. Second, you. Focus only on what you can control, putting your energy where it matters. Third, you. Build your support system, because resilience is a team sport. Fourth, you. Prioritize radical self-care, fueling your body like the machine it is. And finally, you. Cultivate self-compassion, becoming your own greatest ally, not your worst critic. Building resilience is a journey. It's a daily practice. It's the sum of 1,000 small choices that build an unshakable core of inner strength. The moments that test you do not have to be the moments that break you. They can be the moments that make you. You are not broken. You are not weak. You are building. And you have the tools to start right now. If this video armed you with something useful, subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss our next one. And now it's your turn. In the comments below, share one strategy so you use to stay tough when life gets hard. Your advice might be the one thing someone else needs to read today to keep going. Let's build this community of strength together. Thanks for watching. Now go be kind to yourself.